This video is about Katie. Not just Katie, but people's expectations. Um, Katie didn't want her name typed. She didn't mind that the video's up. She just doesn't want people typing her name and seeing that video of me pissed off. Well, I'm pissed off because this is months and months after she made promises that she didn't keep. She gave her word and didn't keep it. Months. Now, she got a hold of me to ask me if I could change her name or take it out of there. So I took her last name off and left her first name there. But that way, when people type in her name, that's not the first or second thing that they see. Now, I had to go plug in my computer and let it finish doing its download thing. This is after we had spoken, and I told her that it would take me a few minutes. I'm not real computer savvy. So it wasn't even 10 minutes. I mean, I'm still waiting on my computer to finish loading up after having a download. And she's pissed off because it's been, 10, 15 minutes since I got off the phone with her, and she wants it to be done now, 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 now. I was patient for months. She couldn't be patient for a few minutes. So I took screenshots to show her what was going on. I actually used my phone to take a picture of my computer so that I could send it to her because she was being impatient. The rules are different for me than they are for you, or for her, or for Rick McCormick, or any number of other people who, when they're confronted with a situation that is so minuscule by comparison with what I'm going through, so minuscule, but they want to be pissed off after telling me I shouldn't be pissed off. Well, that don't make no damn sense. You're not going through 1/1000th of the shit that I have to go through. You get to see your friends. You get to see your family. And I'm not allowed to be angry. I'm not allowed to be pissed off. I'm not allowed to be impatient. I've been patient for over a year with trying to get somebody to go in with me so the police will actually do their fucking jobs. I've been patient for over a year about people saying that they're going to do things that they don't follow through with. Now, there's also something to be said for people who want to interfere. By that, I mean anybody who isn't myself, the Bollingers, or the police. There's a lot of interference from people that really made my life and a lot of other people's lives way more difficult because they didn't want to ask me. They wanted to make decisions based off of their assumptions that I'm a goddamn retard who can't wipe his own ass. That's not the situation. I'm not retarded, and I do know how to wipe my own ass. Kara Johnson, aka Kara Miles, should have never been involved. Those officers should have done their jobs before Natalie was shot in the head instead of trying to cover each other's asses afterward. A lot of people's help ended up fucking me in the long run. Meanwhile, you want to be pissed off that your name is out there. You want to be pissed off that I made a video or that I put your name up and people can see it. Oh, poor Rick McCormick. Poor Rick. Must be tough. Christine, shit, she kept on telling me she wanted to help, but she couldn't. She couldn't think of how she could help me. Well, you could shut the fuck up and listen. Assume that me, living in my situation, is going to know better than you and your assumptions of my situation. And when I ask you to do something, that's something that I'm asking you to do. There is a purpose and a reason. And it's either spend 4 hours explaining it to you, hoping that your fucking retarded ass is gonna fucking figure it out. Jesus fuck, why don't you just do what I asked you to begin with? Seriously. Tabitha was gonna write a report almost a year ago. She hasn't gotten around to it. Over a year ago now. Dan was going to. Dan Faber. So is Katie Cahill. So is Mandy Hughes. Did they? I didn't get Miss Peaches to agree to go in and speak with the police with me until well over 6 months after Natalie disappeared. That's how long it took for me to even get her to say that she would. And it never actually happened. The police gave us every excuse that they could, same as they did with Aaron Cockerham and many others. Over little girls pretending like I would hurt them. I was being physically harmed. Was prevented from seeing my loved ones for over a year. And you guys want to bitch that I put your names out there. Well, I'd put your faces out there too. I would. I would post up screenshots of your face. You're pissed off. But at the same time, did I call you a child molester? Did I call you a rapist? No. I didn't accuse you of doing anything that you didn't do. However, there don't need to be a however. There doesn't. All these people making excuses why they can't. You won't. See, that's the thing. It took me probably an hour of my day to figure out how to take Miss Cahill's name off of that video. An hour of my time. Katie realized after 10 minutes of work that the things that I was asking her for, the evidence that she had access to, well, it took her a long time to figure out that it was going to be actual work. Yes, taking all those screenshots takes work. It takes time. When people need help, you either take the initiative and take the time, or you don't. You show how much you care by the effort that you put out. I showed Natalie and Alicia that I gave a shit by showing up when they asked me to. When they asked me to show up in Denver before they got on the airplane, I went to Denver at my own expense because they asked. I showed them that I gave a fuck by actually showing up, although they didn't. I showed up at the time and the place. They did not. That was Maddie Boa, Alicia Bollinger, and Natalie Bollinger, by the way. That was way back in 2016. Back when we were all still friends. Back before I was being assaulted over fucking opinions. Natalie never once told anybody that I molested or raped her. That all came from Maddie Boa. But Maddie Boa did the things that she did because of the lies from Alicia Bollinger, in specific. Maddie Boa wouldn't dare for a moment try claiming that I went to Virginia to stalk anybody. Because she knew better. Meanwhile, this little meth whore, Maddie Boa, still lives in the area that a lot of these people who claim that they would help me live in. She has access to them. She gets to visit with them. She gets to go share her drugs with them. And yeah, that says a lot more than honesty. It shows me what kind of a person Derek Parrish really is. What kind of a person Joanna Smith really is. Fuck the police, and fuck you too. You want me to be respectful. With all due respect, where's mine? Where is my respect? Do you respect me enough to fight for the Constitution? Do you respect yourself enough to fight for the Constitution? In my way of thinking, the violations of my human rights are violations against your human rights as well. Not just black people, not just white people, not just women, not just men. Human rights. But you don't have human rights if you don't have family and money.